What up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Drea, and this is Theowlsintuition. If you're new, hit that little subscribe and the bell so you get notified each and every time I post new stuff. And if it resonates, shoot me a thumbs up, a hype, or a comment. If you want to book a reading, my email's in the description. I will never message you for a reading, and my readings are 40% off until the end of December 2025. Please be patient with me and take advantage of that if you feel called to. So, thank you guys. I love you. I appreciate you. And what are we talking about? We're talking about what your current reputation is whenever you are watching this. And we have 3 beautiful piles, and you can choose more than one pile if you feel called to. We have pile number 1, which is the Under the Oak Tarot and this obsidian crystal. Pile 2, which is the Pastel Journey and the Metrine crystal. And pile 3, which is the Tarot of the Owls and this Bixbit crystal. You can do what you gotta do, boo. I love you. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day, night, or whatever. And I'll see you on the pile that you picked. Bye. What up, pile number 1? You guys might be seeing 111 a lot. You guys picked this obsidian crystal. We'll get into that a little later. And the Under the Oak Tarot. I don't know. How are you today? If you are new, hit that subscribe and the bell so you get notified when I post new stuff. And if it resonates, shoot me a thumbs up, a hype, or a comment to let me know how it resonated. And if you would like to book a reading, my email's in the description. I will never message you for a reading. Just be careful of scammers. Okay. We're going to get your current energy, though, to see if this is even your pile. If this doesn't resonate, do what you need to do. Watch another pile, watch another reading, watch another reader. Do whatever makes you happy. Pile 1. What's their current energy right now? You got a friend in me. Okay, be as good a friend to yourself as you are to others. So I feel like you are building a deeper connection with yourself right now. You're focusing on yourself. Maybe, yeah, you're still communicating to your friends, but I feel like you kind of are focusing on yourself. You're taking a step back from people. You're being more intentional. You're trying to live a more passionate and exciting life, or that's what you can expect coming forward because of you pouring into yourself and speaking kinder to yourself, right? We also have love. Oh, wow. You could be focusing on self-love right now. I feel like you were going through a period of reassessment, right? So it's like you're seeing where you are, you're seeing what's working, you're seeing what doesn't work. And it's like, you're like, okay, recalibrate, balance, and release. So you might have gone through a period where you're releasing, or you're about to start releasing a lot of shit. And I feel like whatever you're releasing is going to help to propel you forward to some kind of success, not only in your personal life, but your goals and achievements and your work life as well. I heard money too. I feel like you're going to be shifting out of maybe whatever bracket you are in regards to your money right now. It's like you're leveling up in money. Okay, I don't know how or what's happening, but I feel as though you're closing the door on something. Something was distracting you, something was draining your energy. You're pulling yourself back, all right, and you're focusing on your growth. You were giving to others and you needed to pour into yourself, and you realize that, and now you're letting go and you're letting God. And I feel like you also could be seeing 333 a lot, but I still feel like you are still kind to people. You are still courteous, but you're setting stronger boundaries. You're still open to people, but you're very aware, okay? You are peeping game. You're paying attention to what people are saying, how they're acting, the consistency, the accountability. And I just feel like if people are matching your energy, you're just taking a step back. You're letting people be where they are, and you're not really stressing about it, which is a beautiful thing. If people don't talk to you, it's okay too. I feel like you're kind of in hermit mode and you're open, but yeah, there's this flow of like self nourishment, and maybe you're getting back into old habits and routines that you stopped for a little while, or you're about to start doing so. So if that resonates, let's get into it. All right, pile 1. I like this energy, so I can't wait to see 420. Some of y'all could be tokers. This is the overall energy in regards to your current reputation. I forgot what we were talking about here. Okay, we got obsidian. We have shadows, mirror, and amorphous. So there is an emphasis on you changing. Okay, you're going through some kind of transformation and it's behind the scenes. You're very aloof, you're very mysterious, you're very closed off, but you're still open. And it's like very confusing for people because I feel as though you are matching energy with this mirror energy. So I feel like people, you know, if they treat you shitty one day, you're going to treat them shitty. If they're kind to you, you're going to be courteous, you're going to be cordial, but again, you're going to be with your guard up. I feel like your guard up is right now. Your guard up is right now. You have your guard. You have your guard up right now, right? Or you're just guarding and you're peeping game. Like I really feel like your reputation is you see how people move. You're watching people in the shadows. Okay, people are very aware and very scared. Okay. And I feel like you're also territorial of the people that you love. You could be very defending of the people that you love. And people know you don't play about the people that you love and you don't play about yourself because you do love yourself. And I feel like that's what your reputation is like you've healed and you've moved forward. And yeah, you're still courteous, but again, you're like matching energy. How people approach you is how you approach them. And you will act like you didn't see nobody. You'll keep it pushing. If people don't want to talk to you, you're like, I don't really care. I don't give a fuck because I'm focused on me. Okay. Wow. I do feel like your reputation is you always find out the truth as well, and you're very honest and blunt. Your current reputation is like you're really focused on what's beneficial to you right now, and you'll dip out, and you dipped out on a lot of people from the past, and it's making your present and your future better. I feel like people are seeing your growth. People are seeing that you're doing better, and I feel like there's this emphasis on, you know, you really stepping into your power and shielding yourself. Tell me why my water flosser started making mad random weird noises and I was like, what the fuck? Your current reputation is you might stim, you might make random noises, you might sing, you might hum. There's something about you doing random vocal expressions as well. Anyway, that was so fucking weird. But yeah, I feel like you're very grounded. People feel like you're an advocate. You ride for, you know, the children, the world, animals, okay? You just are a good person overall, and I feel like, yeah, you might have this dark, mysterious energy to you, but people deep down, they know that you're amazing, and you're also funny, you're witty, you're intelligent, you have a lot of wisdom. You've gained a lot of wisdom all throughout the years. And I also feel as though people attack you a lot. And your current reputation is no matter what people say about you, you know who you are and they can't faze you. All right. You're unfazable. And I feel like you're also very mature, even though you're fun and playful and you might like excitement and people can't really tie you down. Like, yeah, you have some kind of stability to you. You are structured, but also I feel like you're a free spirit at the same time. You're very much a paradox. And that's what your current reputation is, even though they're probably not saying that you're a paradox. They're confused. They don't know what word to put for this, but hey, that's what I'm saying. You get it. All right, let's get some more. Let's get some more. What's the current reputation for pile 1, please? What's their current reputation right now whenever they're watching this? Whoa. Okay, doctor. Yeah, you're a healer. You're healing. Okay, you're focusing on your health. I feel like you're very compassionate, but you see right through people. You also could be a very good cook, but I feel like you have this discipline. You're very proficient in anything and everything that you do. All right, work. I was about to say adventures. Maybe you're adventurous. Yeah, there's something about adventurous. You like to go on adventures. You might like to travel a lot, and that could be your reputation. Okay, you're constantly on the move. Some of you guys, you might have had surgery or something like that, or went through some kind of treatment. But also, I just feel like people feel like you look better overall. Maybe you're eating healthier and you're doing habits, and I feel like you're aging gracefully. And that's what your current reputation is. Yeah, look, detached. You are just out of here. You're in your own lane. You're growing, you're blossoming, you're blooming, but you're staying to yourself while you're shining too. And I feel as though you have this ability to detach emotionally. You don't let your emotions get the best of you. You handle high pressure situations very easily and gracefully, I'm hearing. Yeah, but I feel as though, you don't hold on to things. You detach, you go with the flow. You don't like restrictions, but you're not trying to tell people how to do things anymore because you see like people are going to do what they want to do. So you're like a lead by example type of energy. You have this kind of faith too. People feel like you have immense faith, and that is your current reputation is like, that everything's going to work out, and you always go towards what your gut is telling you to do. So you could be very intuitive. And that's what people are saying. Yeah, follow your passions. It's like you have some kind of passions. People feel very passionate about you as well. That could also be your reputation, is like you're very cold and detached, and it kind of makes people feel some type of way where they like want you. But yeah, like you also could be very passionate in regards to how you communicate. Like there's something about your communication style. You speak very passionately. You speak very authentically. Whoa. Let's see what else. Direction. Yeah. I feel like you're on a path, you're on a mission, so you're detached from people, you're focused on yourself, you have goals, you have dreams, you're chasing some kind of lifestyle, okay? And this doesn't mean it has to be like a tangible lifestyle, like I want to live in this house, car. I just feel like you want peace. You might be aligned with your purpose, and you are exactly where you're meant to be, and you only go where you want to be. Yeah, look, duality, I'm telling you. Like, you're very vigilant too. Again, this awareness, like people catch you staring at them, or when people are staring at you, it's like you lock eyes with them. So I don't know, maybe you just can sense when people are staring at you, because I can do that, and that's why I hate being in public, like with crowds and shit, because then I'm catching all these eyes and I'm like, it's draining, and I have to really like make sure I protect my energy. So make sure you do that too in crowds, or if you know you're going somewhere heavily populated, okay? Or if you have to deal with the general public. But there's something about like you walking in spaces, and then all of a sudden you're looking around. Immediately when you look straight to someone who's looking at you. It's like, what are the odds? And that freaks people out. But yeah, you have a dual nature to yourself. What else? Your current reputation is you're antisocial, okay? You be making people in their feelings because you don't talk to them all the time. Again, you match energy. If people don't reach out to you, if people don't say things to you, you just match. You're like, hey, it is what it is. I respect it. You know, you don't get upset. But you make people feel left out when they, you start, slinging the shit that they sling towards you. And I feel like others are like saying that you are successful. Your current reputation is again, you're hopeful. You're hopeful for a bright future. You could be a reader too. You like to read, or again, this intelligence energy. I feel like you surprise people with your intelligence, and you light people up. You make people feel inspired. Your current reputation is that you're an inspiration. You're making people see the world differently because of your light, because of your optimism. Again, there's definitely this travel energy, but like I feel like you be escaping people, or people feel like you throw out excuses because you're antisocial. You don't feel like seeing people or whatever it is. And maybe you do, maybe you don't. Maybe you're just like, no, shit happens. Like maybe things happen and then you can't you got to miss out on certain events and stuff. But yeah, your current reputation is like deny, get the fuck away from me. I'm good by myself. Like I have better shit to do. That's what your current reputation is like you're focused on yourself, your health, your wealth, and people that you care about. But even then, it's like you're kind of, again, antisocial, Let's close you out. Oh, right. Pile 1. You guys definitely have a reputation of being spontaneous, free-spirited again, free-flowing. You take risks, but you're loyal, but you have blind faith. You have blind faith. And yeah, people think that you're stuck, right? All of us, your current reputation is people saying that you're stuck, and then all of a sudden they find out, actually, no. You're so private to the point where it's like people make assumptions and they run wild ass stories, and then it all gets proven wrong when you pop out and like, boom, this is actually what's going on, because you don't need to defend your reputation. You don't even give a shit about your reputation. Your reputation precedes you, though, which is crazy. It's like people love to talk about you, especially like romantic interests. Ooh, interest. You have romantic interests gossiping and yapping about you because they're stressed the fuck out because they think that you're talking to other people or someone's gonna snatch you away from them. You have multiple people in your energy. You also have a reputation of causing fights with people who are in relationships because it's like they catch their person looking at you, or it's like weird energy. Like you draw in people who, maybe you are like a tower moment for people. Like when somebody's partner isn't really loyal, it's like you come out and then these people can't control themselves, and then they do it in front of their partner because they're not meant to be together. So it's like you break down relationships, but then people are spinning it as a bad thing, but I feel like it's divinely guided. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like they weren't supposed to be together. Not that person's supposed to be with you, but like you're like the separator. You're the one who's like, hey, you're actually not meant to be with this part. Like, I don't know what it is. Okay, you might know what I'm talking about. I hope you do, because it sounds crazy, but I feel like you understand. Like, you are a servant. You're not doing things like, when bad things happen because of you, it's serving a purpose. But yeah, I feel like you leave a wake of broken hearts without even trying, not even doing anything. You're just living your life. But people definitely say you're an earth angel. You look like an angel. You smell good. You look good. You're motivated. Maybe you're disciplined again. Like, I feel like you were trapped in some kind of cycle. Your reputation was you were going through something, and maybe you stopped giving to people, or you were going through something. You were given the shirt on your back and you gave your last, and then you had that realization and you was like, actually, no, I'm going to give to myself, right? Because we had that in the current energy where it's like you're focusing on yourself. Yeah, we have 9 of Wands over here. Like, you've been through enough and you're seeing clearly. It's like something had to wake you up, and now it's like you are focused on your passions, you're trusting yourself, you're releasing, and now you have boundaries. Yeah, because with the King of Pentacles over here and the Page of Swords, it's giving like some of you guys have multiple sources of income. You could even be like an influencer or some kind of entrepreneur. But I feel like people are watching you become more successful. People are watching you persevere. And there's your reputation is that, like, whatever this is that started off small, it's going to be big, or it's like you're making it big right now. But people, your reputation is that you've been snaked by a lot of people. A lot of people try to betray you, which is why you're closed off now. You've been betrayed a lot. People know about this shit. Whether they were like front row or they heard about it through the grapevine, people know you've been betrayed by a lot of people and you're closed off. But people want to be in your life because you're fun, you're charming. You know, also there's this emphasis on like anyone who befriends you, they become getting blessed, they be getting better. Like, anyone who has who comes in your life has to become better. And I feel like that's just the way it goes. Like, your energy just forces people to grow, and people are noticing this. There's a pattern of it. Like, when you left these people's lives, now they're not healed, or now they're not receiving from source anymore the way that they used to. It was like you were calling in the blessings for people, and now you have people, exes, ex-friends, fam, who you don't talk to anymore. It's like when you're around them, they can feel that energy. It's very potent, it's very different. And that's your current reputation, is like you bless people's lives. You're a blessing. You're an earth angel. You are truly magical and magnificent, and you make people want to take risks. But you break people's hearts because you leave them in the dust. When people don't treat you right, you move forward. All right. You're also breaking people's hearts because of you getting out of poverty or you becoming more successful. And it's like people are very much comparing themselves to you, and your current reputation is like, oh, they're doing better than me, or like, oh, look at them, they created their own path. Because a lot of people didn't have faith in the path that you chose because you weren't getting instant results. You were thinking longevity wise, and it's like now you're starting to pick up traction, right? So there's some kind of success, some kind of new flow, some kind of healing on all levels in your life, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially. And I just feel like you're about to go through this massive change in your life. Like, I feel like, you don't see it, right? But you see like little things changing, and you just know that like a lot is about to start going off in your life. And I feel like people are talking about it. That's your reputation, is like you're about to start making huge growth spurts, huge changes. I also heard beneficial. It's beneficial for you to be on pile one's good side. That's your current reputation, is like, don't cross pile one, because you will regret it for the rest of your life. Because I guess there's this gossip going around about people who lost you, people who had you. They're realizing everything now. Oh my God, pile one was a blessing. Oh my God, I missed them so much. Why did I let them go? Why did I do that? Why did I snake them? Why did I think I could play with them? Because you know everything. And also I heard know-it-all. So maybe your reputation is like you would know it all, because you do know hella shit. It is what it is. But people think like, oh, you already know it all. Some people, again, there's this like positive energy to you as well. I can't say everyone hates on you, but you stress people out. You give them anxiety because you look good. Okay. Especially people who are dating people, they have to like fight. They're like looking everywhere but you. Okay. Even people who are interested in you, but they don't want you to know they're interested in you. They be like fighting everything to not like hit on you, but you're stressing everybody the fuck out. Okay. You got people in a chokehold. You're living rent free in people's lives, consistently popping up in their head, especially people from your past, especially the people who did you dirty, not the people who like you separated from. They see you here and there. Oh my God, how you doing? Like those, no, they're not stressed about you because they're not being haunted by the absence of you. You know what I'm saying? You didn't cut them off. I'm talking about people you cut off, or people who cut you off thinking that it was you you were never the problem. Okay. That's what we're going to call it. Not me drooling. That's what we're going to call it, pile one. I love you. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day, night, or whatever, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Actually, hold on. Don't run. Don't skedaddle. Hold on. I want to get like 2 from this deck. I forgot. I'm sorry. Pile number 1's current energy. Current reputation. Hello. Okay, we got, unsure of personal identity. People feel like you're artistic, but yeah, people are suspicious about you because they don't know who you are because you're so dualistic. Okay, you used to have poor boundaries and you used to just let life happen to you, but it's like you always had dreams and you've always been peaceful, and yeah, you might be passive, but you don't take nobody's shit anymore. Now you have boundaries, and that's, people are acknowledging the fact that like, yeah, you're hella intuitive, you took off your mask, but you have multiple personalities, multiple sides to you. People are also talking about your reputation being that you are considerate, well-mannered, gracious, generous. Okay, you might second guess yourself sometimes, but I feel like you're slipping out of that. But you're persistent. Again, we already had that energy coming through with this 9 of Wands. It's like you like nice things too. You're very elegant. You could have style, and I feel like you just get people hyped up because you're so enthusiastic. Your energy, your laugh is contagious, and you're hella sarcastic. All right, in the back of the deck, we have tumultuous social interactions. Yeah, you have this innovation energy to you. You're very innovative when it comes to your thinking, but you have a small circle. You don't trust people. You hate superficial motherfudges. And, you know, you've had a lot of harsh relationships or just a lot of harsh things happen to you. And people feel like you're rigid and you're holding grudges, but it's just like you're kind still, but you're closed off because you're not going to let it happen again. No looking back. I'm not going back to what hurt me. I'm going forward, and I have a beautiful future coming to me. You know what I'm saying? But also your current reputation could be that you're in a relationship and you're happy and you're focused on yourself and you're still dualistic and you're still shining, and people are very envious of the fact that you have chosen a person, or maybe they're envious of the friends that you keep because you only have a small circle. So people are very envious, and your reputation is that the people you spend time with get a lot of evil eye or hate, or people are saying, oh, they're jealous of this person because, oh, pile one talks to them, pile one hangs out with them, like pile one gives that person attention. Okay, that's what we're gonna call it, pile one. Thank you and goodbye. What up, pile number 2? You guys picked this ametrine crystal. We gonna get into that a little later. Okay. And hello, if you are new, hit that subscribe and the bell so you get notified every single time I post new content. And if it resonates, shoot me a hype, a like, a comment. Okay. If you want to book a reading, my email's in the description. I will never message you for a reading. Just be careful of scammers, and they are 40% off until the end of December 2025. You guys picked the Pastel Journey Tarot. You could love pastel colors, but also I'm getting that there's been like a surge of unnecessary, I'm hearing, evil eye and hateration because of the way that you've been moving. I feel like you're really just closed off and your number one priority is yourself, and maybe you're saying no more, or something's going on where it's like you're not dimming your light anymore. You're saying shit to people like, you're still tactful, but don't get me wrong, but you're extra blunt right now, and I feel like people are taken aback by it. And yeah, they could be unintentionally sending you negativity because you saying shit that people, you know, they think but they don't say. You say what others don't. All right, let's be real. All right, so we are gonna get your current energy first to see if this is your reading, and if this doesn't resonate, do what you need to do. Watch another pile, watch another reading, watch another reader, do whatever makes you happy. Yeah, you're changing up. I feel like you had a lot of options, and I feel like, you know, things are ringing true for you in regards to what's the best choice. Okay, you're focused on what makes you blossom, what makes you bloom, and you know, you're just trying to figure out what's the best door. Okay, maybe you're closing doors too, because it says a closed door is an invitation from life to move in an even better direction. It's time to change course. So you're choosing better for yourself in all aspects of your life, and you're making slow, gradual changes. You're changing up, and people see it, okay? Because you're focused on your needs, okay? Maybe you're very stingy with your time too, and you got people in their feelings. Especially if they have romantic feelings about you. I feel like you I don't know, you're closed off. You're just not really trying to give them the energy that you used to, you know, because I don't know, you just need to give to you. You've been pouring into others and it's like, it's your time. It's your time to receive. It's your time to rest. Maybe you just really need rest. You're tired. You're tired and you're honoring yourself and you're taking a break. You've been thinking too much. Your mind has probably been on go. Maybe you've been struggling with sleep and you're just trying to like, just be like, nah, I can't do this anymore. It's like you're having some kind of breakdown that's causing a breakthrough. Okay. It could be mental, it could be exhaustion, it could just be emotional, or it's all of the above. You're just at your wit's end and you're just like, yeah, that's the straw on the camel's back. It broke my shit and I'm done. You know, so it's not funny. Okay, but you definitely are done with the shit. And now you're just focused on yourself. You're trying to ground and you're building up walls and people want to tear your walls down, right? And it's like, the only way you can get through my walls is if you have the key. If you change up. If you have the key, I'll let you in, obviously. You know, but if you don't have the key, you ain't getting up in this bitch. I'm not throwing the key over to you. You better find your key. Get your shit together. That's the kind of energy I'm feeling. Like, if people don't have the key, they don't know how to open the door, it's not your problem. Access denied. Sorry. You're gonna climb that wall and get to the other side and the attack dogs are gonna get you, okay? Because again, you have this heavy protection over you as well, like heavy spiritual protection. So I do feel like people are getting instant karma. Whoever's sending you hateration, or there's something about gossip or people thinking like your shit don't stink. Oh, can you believe they said this to me? Can you believe that they did that? Who do they think they are? It's that kind of energy coming through where it's just like you're doing you and you don't care. You're like, fuck you guys. 555. Yeah, you're changing and not people like, oh, they switched up. They changed. Yeah, we supposed to, bitch. What are you, stagnant? You stuck? That's not my problem. Okay, if that resonates, let's get into it. Okay, pile 2. You guys picked the metrine. So what's your current reputation right now? We got energetic, intuitive, and connected. So it seems like you're a burst of energy. People feel as though you are creative, you are intuitive, you are fun, you are magical. You're hella tapped in. People know this. You could be a psychic, you don't have to be, but you're connected. You also have a lot of connections. You know a lot of people. People are realizing that, like, you have a small circle, but you know a lot of people. The popular loner is you, baby. Okay, but you're happy. All right. You manage your stress well, or there's something about you being a lot less stressed than you were, especially people who knew you from the past. There's something about your reputation being like you used to be very anxious, very stressed, and you're starting to regulate that, or take it as a resonance, because some of you guys, you're still very stressed out right now and people can feel that shit and they see you stressed out, or you're talking about it and that's your reputation. It's like, oh shit, they're going through something right now, because some of y'all are going through like a challenging time, and others of you guys, you've already like kind of resolved that, or you're in the resolution era where it's like you're not stressed about it anymore. Okay, or you're like releasing some kind of stress. There's something about transition, like there's a transition into your life or happening in your life with this ombre effect over here. All right. But yeah, your reputation is like you have a lot of deep wounds. You have a lot of trauma and you are very open about it. Okay. You talk about the shit that you happened. You could have the shit that happened to you. Okay. You could have a dark humor. Okay. You made joke about like the shit. Can you believe like this is what happened to me? Oh my God. It wasn't funny at the time, but it's funny now. Like that kind of energy, you know? You're very encouraging though. You could be a very good driver. Maybe you blast your music when you drive. There's something about music. You have good music taste. Your reputation is that like you have good music taste. You listen to a lot of different music. You know a lot of songs. People will be surprised by the songs that you know. Or maybe like they start playing music and you know the song and they're like, what? Like you listen to this artist? Or you listen to this kind of genre? Like what is this? I did not know. Okay, assumptions. It is what it is. But yeah, I feel like you're very multifaceted and that takes people aback. But you're also very discerning. But you're clear and cutthroat when it comes to talking to people. Like you lay it out on the table. You have this kind of confidence to yourself where it's like you know what you want. You know how you want to live. You know what you'll take. And you know that I'm just going to say it. I just got to say it. Like, I can't. Like, you don't lie. You're not a liar. You don't bullshit people. You're straight to the point. And people fuck with you. Or matter of fact. People like that about you. Like, I mean, sure, some people don't, but they can always trust that you'll tell them what they need to hear. I'm seeing when, like, certain people, like, have something on their face. right? When I'm at work and shit and I'm seeing it, I'm like, immediately the first thing I do, I'm looking at you, I'm listening to you, but I'm like, hey, I point to their face and they're like, oh, thank you. Oh, shit. Scratch. Skirt. Sorry. Didn't mean to hit the mic. But yeah. And I feel like people like that. People like that. You'll be like, hey, because other people like, oh, I got some in my teeth type energy. Like, you got something in your teeth. Some people will be offended, but it's like, hey, you want that shit to sit in there or what? Like, because I'm telling you, because so you can take care of that shit. Okay. Pile 2, you're funny. I fuck with you. We got fireman. Fireman. Yeah, you burning people up. Okay, you're brave. People can always count on you. I almost said defend you. So I feel like your current reputation is a lot of people defend your reputation. A lot of people defend you or go to bat for you. Okay, because you've saved a lot of people. You don't even know how many lives you've saved. Like, I feel like you don't understand how many you burn bridges with people. Even though you burn bridges with people, you saved their life, because if you were never in their life, you were in their life for a reason. They couldn't see through the smoke, but like you helped them to transform, for them to become the phoenix and to become better and braver, even though sometimes, you know, they have free will, so they don't choose to be better, but you are supposed to be that catalyst for them to grow and become better. But yeah, you burn people with your words too, though, because you say shit. You brolic, okay? And don't start nothing, there won't be nothing. You'll extinguish a fight for real. But yeah, you could be very spiritual and, again, very creative, very intuitive. You're a good friend, but you don't have a lot of friends. You could have a nice body as well. You could have a reputation for being very good looking when it comes to your body. Okay, you could have a really sexy body. Something about people got the hots for you, okay? Like, your energy speaks for itself as well. People have psychic connections with you, or weird psychic shit happens when you're around, and that's your reputation, is like, when I hang out with Pal 2, weird shit happens, or like, you know, magical shit happens. I don't know. But you freak people out. Like, you might read their thoughts, or you might say certain things, and all of a sudden, like, you know, the synchronicities happen. They're on it. They're on it when you're around. Okay? I heard they're on edge. So you do make people on edge as well, because you're very insightful, and I feel like people think or assume that you read people's thoughts. So we have reassess. So yeah, I feel like you took stock of your life and you let go of anything and everything that wasn't making you happy, and it's like you're pouring into yourself. We do have energetic, like you had some energy drainers, some negative people, and people are noticing that you are heading towards your joy. Okay, maybe you're cleaning up better, you're cleaning up more, maybe you're changing up the way that you dress. There's something about timing. There's something about you giving more time to yourself in regards to self-love, self-care. What do I really want to do? What do I really need? Okay, what am I willing to burn away? Again, we have this like purple and orange energy. We got clean up. Open up. Why did I say clean up? Yeah, like maybe someone needs to clean up their room. But I feel like you clean up nice. Yeah, you're always cleaning up messes. You could be very cleanly. You could have OCD. But we have open up. So it's like you're open. You're open-hearted. You'll let your walls down to the people that you trust. But again, you'll tell anyone anything. Like, you won't. Because the thing is people don't understand how deep you are. You could be telling people things and they're like, oh my God, I would never tell somebody that. And then little do they know, this is just the tip of the iceberg. You have hella secrets, okay? Not only other people's secrets. That's the reputation, is like you're the secret holder. Okay, even though, again, you burn bridges with people, there's something about you burning bridges with people and you taking the high road. Like, people were stuck in fear thinking that you were going to rat them out or tell on them or spread rumors about them like they would do to you. So they ended up doing that shit, trying to tarnish your reputation. But again, you had people going to bat for you the whole time. Yeah, while you was just opening up to the blessings, focusing on yourself, recalibrating, focused on your spiritual journey. People really say that you're wonderful. Excuse me, your reputation is that you are wonderful. And once you open up, people get to feel that even more, but they have to work for that shit. You don't just give it out to anybody. Okay? What else? Ha! Sweet, sweet success, baby. Yeah, they said your reputation is that You went through the difficult times and now you're getting everything that you want and you're enjoying it. I feel like it's easier for you now, okay? Maybe you're not worried about money. Maybe you're not worried about your health. There's something about things that were worrying you. They're resolving themselves. Issues are being resolved because you're reassessing and you're moving forward. Yeah, endings. Hello, party. Yeah, you closed the cycle. You made changes and you said goodbye to whatever what was like slowing you down. Now you're getting sweet results. But a lot of people have the sweets for you, the hots for you. They find you very attractive. You're getting a lot of attention. You don't even know. Oh, and you know who it is? It's the people that one you cut off. And it's like a lot of narcissistic people who view you as like a trophy. Okay, people view you as a trophy. People want you because it will make them feel superior to others. They feel like you would bring them in success. Okay, but your current reputation is that you hide in your energy. You're very deceptive right now. You're doing the bare minimum when it comes to things in regards to like maybe let's use this in a work situation, right? You bring success. You're good at what you do. You start seeing people moving shady, people getting mad because you always do your best, right? You're good at your job. You can't help it, right? But you make people look bad. So I feel like there was either some tension in whatever this is or some competition, people in secret competition trying to knock you down a peg, trying to mess with you on purpose or just talking shit because you get in success and you're good at what you do, right? You just felt and I feel like this was intuitive. Like you just felt like, nah. Or maybe again, you're doing all this shit. You're not getting the recognition. So you took a step back or maybe you're doing less. And people feel that shit, okay? For whoever that resonates with, they feel it, okay? Now they're reassessing their choices because you were the hero. You made a lot of sacrifices. They didn't realize how above and beyond you were really going, okay? Because you make shit look easy. But you're just a good worker. You're good at everything that you do, but it doesn't mean it doesn't take out energy from you. Now you acting different. You holding back. You're focusing on yourself. You're putting an end to that shit. And now people who were like, talking shit behind the scenes or these opportunistic people who were like riding your coattails, right? All these psychopaths that you were surrounded by, people who were abusing your name behind your back and shit. Now they're stressed. What happened? What happened? The baby's mad because you look crazy? Because you talk shit about somebody who's just doing their fucking job? Like, it's fucking insane. Pal2, I don't know what you're doing, but you make people crazy, okay? You trigger the narcissist, but you're also, like, helping people to reassess, okay? Like, oh, shit, yeah, I gotta do better. Or you even make people look egotistical. You call haters out. You tell, like, again, you're saying shit to the psychopaths, to the narcissists, and it's making their mask come off. It's making them look bad. You're making people look bad by the things that you say. Because, again, you do not hold back. And these people are fuming. Can I clarify this, psychopath? Let's clarify the psychopath and the narcissist. You have multiple people. Okay, people who abused you, people who lied to you, psychopaths still stalking you, dreaming about you. You're living rent-free in their mind. They're still hopeful to come back to you, even though they haven't healed. Intuitively, you know people are trying to come back, though. And then we got Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I told you, people who really view you as like, oh, a gold mine, sweet success. If I get this person, I'm going to be running game on everybody else. But you break down people's egos. You're an ego smasher. You know what I'm saying? You're not stressing about these people. You see the masks. You give people the benefit of the doubt. If they show their hand, then you move forward. Okay? Let's close you out. Wow. Pile 2, your current reputation is that you have people obsessed. Daydreaming, fantasizing, very heavy sensual and sexual conversations happening about you in broad daylight. Like, a group of people see you walking across the street, damn, they started saying like, oh, whatever the fuck, because God knows what. You know what I'm saying? It could be coworkers, it could be you're at a party, I don't know, but people are talking about you, her body. Body is tea, okay? And it's your energy, okay? Take it as it resonates, but you get people like fired up. So I don't know if people can feel, it's like subconsciously they feel your sensual energy, but then it's 10 times more for those who have that body, okay? And if you got the face too, God, you're really like everyone's dream right now. It's like something about you going through this glow up. All right. Because again, you ended shit. You took a step back. You're focused on yourself. You took a break, and now it's like you glowing. All right. That's your reputation, is that you're glowing. You're happy. You're healthy by yourself because you ended something that was draining you. Some of y'all, you ended a toxic relationship, a toxic friendship. You left a toxic job. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. You left some kind of environment, or you left a lot of things, and now it's like you're getting what you want. You're being celebrated. Okay, you're learning new things. You're transforming. You're becoming better. You're making people feel insecure. Your current reputation is that you are so secure in yourself. No matter how you look, people can't bring you down, and that makes people insecure, because people who try to attack you, it's like you're unfazed. Because I'm seeing a time when somebody said some shit, right? I was having a conversation. Maybe we were debating or something, because that's what I do sometimes. Whatever. I don't know. I'm very opinionated. Okay, I get it. But I was saying some shit, and instead of like defending their shit, they just started to try and roast me. And then all I did was look at them, compute, release that shit because it had nothing to do with me. And what, you mad, bitch? You trying to make, because that shit is not gonna hit me. And I carried on with my shit. And I think that they were taken aback because I saw their face when I didn't attack them back, or when I didn't say something about it or get offended. They was like, huh? Like, mission failed, bitch. So I feel like people, toxic people, they love you, right? They love you and they hate you at the same time. They're obsessed with you. They want to be you. They want to be with you, but also they can't because they're toxic, and you really show that in them. And that's when they start to get evil. Evil. Okay, calm down. Sorry, yeah, but I feel like, yeah, people really, like, they get like when it comes to you, Patu, like, yeah, you doing something right. You're focused on your goals. You took a step back. You're a hermit. You also think before you speak. So people know, like, you have a reputation is like, you don't speak all the time. Like, you're not a yapper. You could be a yapper, but you're very choosy about what you say. So if you say something, people listen. Okay? And if you feel unheard, you will take a step back hard. If someone talks over you, you'll leave. Okay, I heard Irish goodbye. You could be notorious for Irish goodbying. Not all of you, but just take what resonates. Yeah, you're the life of the party. Like, people miss you. Okay, I don't know if it's because of the current retrograde, but you're heavily on people's minds. Maybe you just started posting again. Maybe people are seeing you out and about. Maybe somebody talk to you and now they're talking and it's like running through the grapevine. It's like something about like a chain reaction. Like, it's like, whoa, sweeping like a wildfire when it comes to you right now. So I don't know what you're doing. Maybe, yeah, you did something. You did nothing really, because it's nothing new to you, but you did something to them, and now they're all talking about you, and they're all insecure and all stressed out, and they all miss you because people want you. People want to be your friend. They want to be in a relationship with you. Everybody wants a piece of pile too right now, and it's like, you're like, absolutely not. I'll fucking kill you, bitch. Back up. Don't talk to me. I'll murder you. Like, all right, but yeah, and that's also another thing, is like, people fear coming up to you or approaching you because they assume that it's not gonna go anywhere. Like, you're just gonna reject them immediately. But I feel like you're open. But again, it's like mainly toxic people who are very drawn to you right now because, like, it's a win-win, right? What can I get out of this person? But you're closed off. It's like you're a wish fulfillment. You would be so beneficial, but you ain't benefiting nobody but yourself right now. If you're not gonna give to me, why would I give to you? You are rebuking takers right now. You're people who take. They want to take from you, and they can access denied, bitch. Bye. You're also calling people out on their shit too, and that's also making people insecure, especially if you're doing shit at your job, right? And you're saying, oh, who's doing this? Or like, why is this happening? You know, people are feeling some type of way because you're making people look bad. You ain't intentionally doing it, but it's just happening because you're like, okay, well, hello, we're a team here. Why am I carrying everything? Or like, why is nobody talking about this? You know, and then the people who don't want you to talk about it, like, why are you blowing up my spot? Bitch, do better. Be better. Okay. Get your shit together. All right, let's get to from this deck. Current reputation. 1, 2, there it is, boo. The back of the deck says unorthodox ideas. Yeah, you're very inquisitive. You're intelligent. You love debate. Wasn't I just talking about debate? That's so funny. Okay, so maybe you're a debater. Maybe you get spicy. Maybe you're like you like to talk about shit and you get fired up and then people like get intimidated, but you're not really trying to attack people, but you just defend with like honor, okay? You ride for what you ride for. But yeah, you work smarter, not harder. You look for new ways to do things. Okay. You like to give people ideas, but you might get sidetracked easily. You could have a reputation of being easily distracted, or you live in your head. It could be kind of spacey. People feel like you're manipulative because you might get what you want all the time, or you know how to sweet talk people, you know how to work with people. But I feel like you're just highly favored, and people, yeah, but you're picky. That's your current reputation, is you're picky. You don't give everyone energy, and you multitask really good. You get a lot of shit done in the day too. Or maybe like you have bursts of energy and then you just bang shit out of nowhere and they're like, damn, when did they get this done? Okay, a catalyst to ignite change in perspective. Yeah, you really are a catalyst for people. Your ideas, the way that you think, that's like what people talk about. Your reputation is that like you have unusual ideas that are very complex for people to grasp, but when people get it, they get it. You also get bored very easily. Again, witty, but there's something about you being an amazing storyteller. People can listen to you yap all day, but that's the thing, is like I told you, when you speak, people stop, but you don't speak often, right? You probably should have a podcast or something. Needs to be needed by others. So we have kind-hearted. Yeah, it's like people compete for your love. That's what your reputation is like you better have something to bring to pile 2, or else they ain't gonna be serious about you. But yeah, you could be serious about love. Maybe you're focused on love. You crave love. You're a hopeless romantic. But I also feel like you're passionate. You live passionately. You're adventurous, expressive. Some people could say you're dramatic, but I feel like you live to change and transform and grow and be better. But you're very kind, and you could have very nice hair as well. You could have a reputation of having a very nice hair. Maybe you just dyed your hair, hairstyles. I don't know. There's something about your hair coming through as well. And a lot of romantic suitors wanting you, and either you being in a relationship or married, or you're single and it's like you're good by yourself, or maybe you're talking to somebody, and again, this envious energy where it's like people want what they can't have. You're like forbidden fruit, Paltu, to a lot of people. Either because they're insecure, or because you're with someone, or because they're with someone, or it will be frowned upon because of connections or whatever. But a lot of people from all walks of life, all ages, all backgrounds, and maybe that's why people also get upset, is because maybe it's like they are traditional, or they could be older or younger than you, or they don't usually date outside their race, but there's something about you where it's like, oh my God. Or maybe they don't like spiritual people, or people who speak out, or people who act like you or do what you do, but they want you. And again, you're a catalyst. You change people's perspectives. You're a wake-up call. Wasn't I saying that earlier in another reading? I think Pile 1, I was saying like how they maybe you get caught up in third party situations too, and have people who are in marriages, or like, I'm saying, they want you, third parties, right? Because that's what this is saying here too. And I feel like that was Pile 1, where it's like, you make connections end not for the person to come to you, but it's for them because they couldn't leave. And people don't know this, but that's what you do. So that's what we're going to call it, my beautiful pile number 2s. I love you. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day, night, or whatever, and I'll see you next time. Bye. What up? Ooh, pile number 3, last but never least. Okay. Pile 1 and 2, they had similarities, but they were pretty much different vibes. But also, yeah, you guys picked this Bix bit and the Tarot of the Owls. We're going to get into that a little later. So I can't wait to see what comes out for you guys. If you are new, hit that little subscribe and the bell so you get notified every single time I post new content. And if it resonates, shoot me a hype, a like, a comment. And if you want to book a reading, my email's in the description. I will never message you. Just be careful of scammers. My readings are 40% off until the end of December 2025. So take advantage of that if you feel called to. We are going to get your current energy, though, to see if this is even your pile. If this doesn't resonate, do what you need to do. Watch another pile, watch another reading, watch another reader. Do whatever makes you happy. Okay. Speaking of happiness, you have something in regards to financial gain coming in, or maybe it's like a home. Okay. Maybe you're getting some kind of a loan approval. All right. Maybe you're selling your home. Maybe you're buying a home. Someone's moving, or more money is coming in. Maybe you're moving for your job, or some kind of movement something in regards to your finances, or your home life is changing, and it's going to make you happy because your work, the work that you've been putting in. Okay. But also like not even just physical work, it's the mental work. You shifted your awareness. So something is going on in regards to your self-concept. Accepting less, receiving more. All right. My absolute yes list. Yeah, it's like you're saying yes to yourself. You're trusting your intuition. Maybe you're detoxing from your phone, or maybe you need to. Maybe you're getting more sun. All right. Something about coffee. You could be a coffee lover, or you like tea, matcha. If you focus on what you don't want, there's a good chance you might get it. Focus on what you do want instead, which I feel like that's what you're doing. You're shifting your focus, okay? Glass half full type of energy. So maybe you were going through a period where you were kind of pessimistic, or like a lot of bad shit was happening to you, and you just surrendered. You was like, well, that's it, I guess. I don't know what you want me to do. And now, because you did that, and maybe you rested and, you recalibrated and you released, it's like you are becoming the star of the show, and you're having some kind of shift, and you're finding peace. You're releasing drama. And this is not just outside drama. I feel like you had an internal drama, internal conflict, where it's like your ego, your fears, your limiting beliefs, they were battling you. It's like it was a constant battle, to the point where it's like you are aware of it now. Again, there's something about awareness. Your awareness has shifted to the point where it's like you can hear that negative self-talk. You can hear the lies. Yeah, you did some kind of healing subconsciously that reprogrammed your nervous system and your brain programming. You released some kind of old programming that was holding you back, and now your life is about to be a breath of fresh air, because you're shifting your focus. Where attention goes, energy flows. You're putting your energy into what makes you happy. What is a yes? If it's not a yes, then you're saying no. If it's a maybe, you're saying no. Like, it has to be something I really want to do. And even like, I feel like you're also holding yourself accountable in regards to doing the things that you don't want to do, right? But you need to. So maybe it's like you're doing the hard things first, or maybe this is like a guide to do that. Get the hardest and the toughest situations done early in the day. All right. Create a reward system. But I feel like you're living a more rewarding life in general. And there's something about you tapping into your talents, or you're about to start shining more. Okay. Something about the full moon could be relevant as well. So maybe the full moon helped you to release something that was maybe blocking you from being seen. There's a fear of success. It's like, it's inevitable. You know what's happening, but also that it's going to completely shift your life, and it's going to gain momentum very quickly. And maybe you were sabotaging things, but it's like you're steadying yourself now. You're being more grounded, and you're trusting yourself, because either way, it's happening. So you're like, yeah, well, let's just step into my purpose. I got to stop dimming my light. And that's what you're doing. So you out here, you're focused on the bag, you're focused on your hustle, you're focused on your life and yourself. And you could be making money off of your phone, or you're about to start like getting ideas on how to make more money off of your phone. There's something about that coming through, where it's like you'll be able to rest more or make more money with less work. So if that resonates, let's get into it. All right, pile 3. You guys picked this Bixbit, something about Thackeray Binks. Okay. Anyway, so we have timing, action, and change. So your current reputation is that your time is now. You have impeccable timing. And I'm not saying that you're always on time or you're always late, but there's something about that too. Some of you guys could be always early, or like you're always late. And that could also be your reputation. But there's this big emphasis on like, when to take action. When to change. You trust yourself. You have an impeccable timing when it comes to what to do. When an opportunity presents itself. I feel as though you also have great timing when it comes to coming into people's lives and leaving people's lives. I don't know what it is, but I also feel like you have a reputation of receiving a lot of opportunities, always buying things. Okay, you could be a shopaholic. You could buy a lot of stuff. You could have a lot of stuff, or you might not even look at price tags and shit. You could be that type of person where it's like, yeah, I want it. I got it. All right. But I feel as though you're open to connection. You want stable, grounded consistency, but also you need fluidity. I feel like you are stepping into this energy of being more loving I feel like your reputation is that you're unconditionally loving of people. You accept people for who they are. You really don't judge people. You encourage people to be themselves, to breathe. I don't know, maybe you tell people like take a breath. That could be your reputation, is like you calm people down. Yeah, you make people feel calm, safe. People love to be around you. That's your reputation, is like you make people feel good. All right? You have an expressive energy. You could do a lot of movement. You could be athletic. You could work out. You could go on walks a lot, or the gym. There's something about you having like an athletic build. You could be very strong. But I feel like you're very connected to your soul and you know yourself. And that's what people are like saying is like, yeah, this person is the real deal. Like, they're authentic. They are who they are. Like, you're not going to catch them. Like, no, they're not wearing a mask. They're not being fake. It's like people assumed you were fake, and it's like you keep getting better, and yes, you're constantly changing, but you're not your soul is intact. You still are who you are, and people can see that. There's always that essence of you. No matter how much you change, it's always there. It's always been you. And I feel like, you know, you move with the times. You don't follow trends, but I feel like you like what you like. So you might entertain certain trends, but you don't entertain trends when they're trending, right? Or you get on trends before they become trends. You could be a trendsetter, but you make people feel happy, and you have a reputation of needing a lot of time to recharge, and you could be kind of selfish with your energy. That's what people say. You might not be selfish. I just feel like you're self-focused. You could be a foodie. You could always get good food, cook good food. You know where all the good food spots are. You put people on to food too. You make people want to try new types of foods. Maybe you have exotic tastes and you like extravagant things. I feel like you have like this kind of like extravagant life, or that's the way it seems to people. And that's what your reputation is like you live life like it's going to be your last, or that's maybe like the mantra you live. Like, I don't know. They're like, oh, should you really do that? And like, yeah, you only live once. I don't know. What the fuck? What else am I going to do? Shit. You take a lot of risks. You do what people wouldn't ever do. Or what takes years for people to do, you do it right away. Like, you'll hit on that person. You'll take that risk on that job that you're unqualified for, okay? You'll lie on your resume. No, I'm just kidding. But that, it's like, because fuck it, right? What's the worst that's going to happen, you know? All right, yeah, you are definitely fashion forward. You could be very attractive, very handsome, or very beautiful. You take really good care of yourself, and that's what your reputation is. Like, you take good care of yourself. People adore you, okay? And they also are obsessed with you. People want to know your secrets. Your current reputation is like people feel like you're hiding something. You do shit behind the scenes, okay? Especially if you're spiritual, people feel like you're doing magic because, like, what the hell is this? And you are doing magic, but everyone's doing magic all the time because everything is magic. Everything is magical, okay? I'm telling you. I was fucking staring at a tree and the rain droplets, and I was just in the present moment. I was like, wow. You know, sometimes it's not as serious as it needs to be. Like, look at how magical this tree is. Even though all of its leaves are dead, it still looks so beautiful. And the fresh air, and like, you know what I'm saying? When you just reassess life and you're just like, wow, what was I even stressed for, bitch? You know, but also you understand that, like, you never know when you're going to go, but you also know that, like, you don't need to stress. Like, life can be good. But yeah, people feel like you're hiding a lot. Okay. What do we have here? Shattered energy. Yeah, you got a lot on your plate, and you kind of took back your focus from others. People feel like you lost your focus on them, right? But you're just putting your focus on focus on you. And you were feeling exhausted, overwhelmed, maybe overworked, and now you're prioritizing your well-being, and you created a new plan, which we were getting that, right? It's like you changed. The timing of your changes, okay? You take time. You say you're going to do things, right? And people feel like, nah, they ain't going to do it. But you do it at the right time. You always know when to do it. You don't rush into things. You plan and you act accordingly, and then you know when to leap. And that's why people feel like you're rushing, but you're not. You consider all the options, right? Look, yeah, we have narrowed your focus. You narrowed your focus and you're focused on one outcome, all right? And I feel like you see the bigger picture, even though people feel like you're tunnel vision, and yeah, you are tunnel vision, but everything that you're pouring into this is also connected to everything else. And the main thing that you're pouring into is yourself. And it's like you're stepping into your highest timeline. I want you to know that. Like, whatever you're doing right now in regards to the pause and the reassessment and, rebuilding yourself, and you maybe like taking your energy back from people and really just opening up to, surrender. That's what's drawing in this new higher timeline for you guys. So congratulations. I don't know what you did or what like shifted. Again, we were talking about awareness. Something happened, B. And it might not even be something that you can explain, but you just know. All right, we got 2 for you. Yeah, you ended something. You ended something. You transformed and you're making the change. Yep, make a change. You made the change. It's time for you to make a change. You knew. He was like, it's time. I've been doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Nah, it's time to go. And we have wellness, living a healthier lifestyle. So yeah, your reputation is like you stopped whatever unhealthy things that you were doing. You separated yourself from things that were shattering you. You stopped hanging around people who would talk shit about you or act rude and shit. New beginning. Hello, you hit the reset button on your life. You cleaned up. And now it's like you're working out more, or again, I said something about athletic. You're nourishing your mind, body, and your soul. And you're regaining your strength. You're rebuilding yourself. You could be, again, taking better care of yourself. You're looking better. You're smelling better. You're feeling better. People can see it. Okay? Yeah, because maybe you were confused. All right? Maybe you didn't know what to do. You were overwhelmed. People expected too much from you, or they were taking too much from you. And then again, you was like, nah. You stopped, and now you're isolating yourself. You're like, leave me the fuck alone. And now people are puzzled about you. Your current reputation is that you got people confused and perplexed and feeling conflicted because you're making people feel rejected. But it's like, you're just putting into you. You're not trying to reject people. Maybe you are for some of them. Yeah, your reputation is people want to talk to you. They want to reunite. They're longing for you. They want to invite you to the parties. They've had epiphanies about the bad choices that they made. Some people are just salty and angry that you're nurturing yourself instead of giving to them, especially if they backstabbed you and stuff. The two-faced people, they're so mad. You have a lot of people envious of you as well because of this new beginning or this new energy you're in. I heard it's easy. Easy season, guys. So for you, Pal 3, easy season is coming in. Easy like Sunday morning. Something about Sunday is coming through. Maybe someone's name is Sunday. Something significant is going to happen on Sunday. I'm nosy. What's going to happen on Sunday? The Sunday after whatever you're watching this. It could be today if you're watching this on Sunday. Some kind of cycle's closing out. You're leveling up. Wow. Some kind of success. Wow. Ooh, major. Something major. 4 major arcanas. Yeah, it's a major truth coming out that's going to make you very happy, and also some money's coming in. Damn, this is your justice. People who are looking at you sideways. Yeah, you also have a lot of people about to take leaps of faith on you because they feel like investing in you and they want to manifest you. People you walked away from, people who you never talked to, they just see you shining. Pile 3, your life is about to be crazy, bro. And again, I feel like you know it, and that's why you're in this like rest, and people are puzzled, like, why are you taking a step back? Or why ain't you taking that much action? You're taking action in certain places. You're making changes slowly but surely. But you're really, it's like people are, your current reputation is people always ask questions about you. People are so nosy about you because they want to know why you do what you do, why you say what you say. People always think you got an agenda. People always think you're out to get them, but they're really just insecure. Empress in the reverse, because you're solid and these people are insecure. So you are, again, like making people go crazy, wanting to know all of your secrets. What are they doing? How do they travel? How do they do this? How they got their body? Okay, what are they working on behind the scenes? We got writer, right? Yeah, what are you working on? What are you doing? How did you forge this pathway? Who are you talking to? People want to be so fucking nosy about you. I don't know what's going on. You're doing your own thing, and I love it. Keep doing it, Pile 3. Let's close you out. Okay, Pile 3. Whether you're in a relationship or single, you have somebody who's very possessive over you, who is claiming you, saying that's the future mother or father of my child. That's my future husband. I don't care. That's mine. And you might not even know who this person is, guys. Okay. Some of you, you're dating somebody or talking to somebody, but you might not feel like they're serious because they act a little wishy-washy. This person is claiming the shit out of you. It don't make no fucking sense, right? Yeah. And then your partner is the reputation that you got is like, you have people who are very possessive over you, family, friends, but especially your partner. If you're dating someone, whoever you're entertaining or dating, this person, sirens. The sirens are going off in the back. Okay, you have multiple people in love with you. A lot of people feel like you would reject them in a heartbeat. Okay, feel like you, maybe even your partner might feel like you're rejecting them, or kind of defensive, or you're holding your cards close to your chest, and it could be very concerning for them because they think that you might want to end it, so they don't know what's going on. You know, your partner might be scared. I'm not gonna lie, that could be your reputation. You know, your partner could be talking about you like, I don't know, I feel like they gonna leave me. Pile 3 gonna leave me in the dust. I gotta get my shit together. This is like my happiest, healthiest relationship, but I act weird or I do shit like this and I piss them off and I feel like they're gonna stop taking my shit. It's not funny, but I feel like that's like, this person is talking to people and it's like spreading around. Or like people are saying that like, yo, I feel like, yo, Pile 3, their person, they better hold on to them because if they fuck up, I'm gonna snatch Pile 3 up real fucking quick, okay? All right, but yeah, people are saying that you are stingy when it comes to your love, okay? You only give your love to people. It's like you're cool. You're kind. Yo, let the fire truck through, bro. I can't. There's probably hella traffic right now and people ain't moving because that siren is going off. Hello? Like, what the fuck is happening? But yeah, I feel like people would love to get a subscription of your life because they don't know what's going on. Like, they never know. You don't tell people shit, okay? People talk about you very passionately, but also judgmentally as well. Like, you don't care about what people say. You see through people, and you've been through worse. You've had people say shit to your face that, like, you know, people would fucking cry for days about, that you were just like, all right, whatever. You know, you've changed. Maybe you were super emotional, but now it's like you're very stoic and cold. You don't let people read you, and you're unreadable. And that's also your reputation, is that you're unreadable, untouchable, very authentic, very passionate, very playful, but could also be very cold. You can switch up in a heartbeat. Like, I feel like people seeing your smile get wiped off your face when people, or you could also have a reputation of being very like expressive when it comes to your face. Like, your face does not tell a lie. You give dirty looks, or you give people looks of confusion, or like you concerning looks. You're like, what the fuck was even that? Like, your face will say that and people will know. And maybe people laugh at your facial expressions, or you make funny facial expressions. Either way, I feel like you're very mysterious and people want to know what's going on, especially the people you ended situations with, or like the people you took a step back from. They want to know what you're doing. Maybe you used to tell people everything and now it's like crickets, and now people are like, what's going on? What are you doing? Like a ghost. You ghosted the fuck out of people, bro. But yeah, you're very defensive. You're focused on like either a couple of things. I feel like you're not doing a lot in your life. You're doing a lot, but like you're not doing a lot different than what you used to do. But people feel like you're not, because you're not telling them. They're like, oh, they must be doing this, that, and the third. And it's like, the assumptions with you is crazy. The judgments, the gossip. Your reputation is, a lot of people talk about you, but a lot of people don't know you because it's all different types of stories. I heard this. I heard that. You know, when it's like a new person comes to school, right? And they are like dark and mysterious, and people are like, oh yeah, they must have offed somebody at their old school, or like they was a bully. And then you come to find out, you actually get to know this person. They're just super shy, and you know, they like, you know, goth music, or you know, they just like the color black, or they've been through a lot, but they're the sweetest, right? And it's like, that's what's happening with you right now, is like people really take your coldness, or your shift in demeanor, right? You're still loving. The people who know you, but a lot of people, you don't give them a chance to know you because you've been hurt, you know, and it is what it is. You might cut off things too soon, or that's how people feel, but I think you actually close them right on time, because there is something about timing, because then it's like, oh, you know, I don't know. Or what are the odds of the timing? You know, I feel like you cut people off and maybe like good things happen to you, or like you broke up with that person, then all of a sudden you had that offer for that new job, or you ended up moving because you got that home, that loan, or you quit that job and then all of a sudden you get 10 times better. It's just this emphasis on like you keep doing better. People try to block you or do things or wish bad on you, and a lot of people might talk a lot of shit, but no matter what, you still gonna be on the top. Cause you keep climbing, you never stop. These people trying to throw boulders at you, they only make it shit more difficult for themselves, because when they finally get that boulder rolling, you already passed them. They didn't notice, okay? Anyway, I don't know why I'm getting that imagery. I'm literally seeing like somebody like on the top trying to push this boulder, and then somebody just like la 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 la. Now I'm hearing Mort, okay? Cause that made me think of Mort. King Julian. Okay. Anyway. Maurice. Maybe you do a lot of impersonations or impressions, and you could be a very good voice actor, or you have a very unique voice. There's something about your voice. Not only is it stimulating, people really like your voice, but some people hate it. Some people don't like it, of course, and it is what it is. You might trigger people with your voice. Some of y'all could have a nasally voice, I'm hearing as well. Something about your nose too coming through. I don't know what's going on. Like something about your face, your eyes, your nose. Maybe your face structure is changing. You have a reputation of having a face card that never declines, or a very expressive face. You could give dirty looks. RBF. There's something about your face. I'm just thinking about your face. A lot of people think about your face. Like they take photos of you. Like they probably stare at you a lot. Pay attention. People be looking at your face, and you make eye contact and they won't stop looking at you because you have people who want you bad. Pile 3. All right, let's get 2 more. All right. Yeah. So, yeah, you're very kind. You could have animals, or you could have a reputation of being an animal lover. I feel like you're the type of person who has a deep desire for creativity, extremely spiritual, very aware. You could have glasses too. Or you could squint because maybe you don't wear your glasses. You could have astigmatism. Gang. Okay, but you're solo. People are curious about you. Yeah. You trigger people's egos. And people feel like it's your way or the highway because you live your life on your own terms. But it's like you're not forcing anyone to do it. You could get with it or get lost type energy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, people feel like you're isolated. You are on your own because you feel emotionally unsafe, or you felt emotionally. This could be childhood trauma and shit. It's just like you can't open up to people. You're very complex. And people feel like that's inconvenient. Like, oh, I gotta work to get to know this person. Or like, again, it takes a while for you to open up because... And maybe that's why you trigger certain people, because they're manipulators, they're users, and you make them work for it. And they're like, is it really worth it for me to do all this work? And then you end up leaving at the right time. You cut them off at the right time. Yeah, they thought they was going to swindle you or get something out of you. Psych! All right, Pile 3, that's where we're going to call it. I love you. Thank you for watching. And I hope you have an amazing day, night, or whatever. And I'll see you next time.